With the profit and loss, you said that you had periods of about a week for doing them.
Yep.
In different businesses you worked in, would you preferably use different periods for, would that be more suitable for different sort of businesses?
Absolutely. So it depends on the business that you're in. With media, with publishing, it is very reactive. It's a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week business. The news never stops. So weekly reporting just seemed to fit with the tone of the business itself. It just seemed to work. And of course, that's the way the big boss wanted it. So that's the way it had to happen. You do question the accuracy, because when we were preparing the budgets, you'd put as much as you could into the revenue cycles and the revenue trends, but your costs, unless it was a direct cost, so the paper that you're printing on, that's a direct cost. But if it's an indirect cost, your electricity or your R&M or something like that, you'd pretty much say, okay, I'm going to spend $52,000 over the year, that's $1,000 a week. So there's accuracy and then there's overkill. And so we sort of took the approach that, okay, it's a rough average, it's a good enough guide to work it that way. In health, it is a 24/7 business, but it doesn't have that same urgency around it. So we do a weekly forecast. So every Tuesday, I prepare a forecast for the current month. So I forecast forward. So next Tuesday, I'll be doing a forecast for, what month are we in? July? For July. And then at the end of every month, of course, we do our end of month. We do our accruals. We look at our expenditure. We then compare it to budget. Where do we sit against budget? Are we up? Are we under? Are we thumbs up? Are we thumbs down? And then it can sometimes be a little bit, look, I hesitate to use the word political, but it can sometimes be a little bit political because certain people have certain expectations of what they feel your result should be. And look, that's based on activity, it's based on what they're seeing as the drivers of the business. And if they're seeing that, yep, you're doing really, really well, your drivers, your patient days are above budget, well, then it's pretty hard to come in below budget on the bottom line if you're saying that your patient days are above budget, because your patient days drives your revenue. So if you do happen to come in below budget, it then comes down to looking at the mix. Do we have a different mix of patient? Do we have more overnight cases? Do we have more orthopedic cases? So it comes down to that.